what's up, everybody? I'd like to welcome y'all back to another episode of Raw Brilliance. I am your boy, Mansa J, here with my partner.
King, are you?
Yes, sir. And we got a very special guest today, man. Somebody young and upcoming that I really consider dope, man, that actually putting stuff in his music, man. The beats be crazy. His style changes up, be different. He got variety for you, man. And so without further ado, I'd like to welcome Mr. AJ Bray.
Yes, sir.
What's going on, boss?
Chilling. How y'all doing?
Man, blessed, man.
Good.
I'm glad you drove down here, man, to chill with us for a little bit. I sure appreciate you, boss.
Yeah, y'all sure dope as hell.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So you come from, are you from San Antonio? Is that where you from?
My pops was military, so we from everywhere, but
got you.
I spent most of my time there.
Got you. Oh, what's like the music scene in San Antonio?
It's straight. It's people that rap.
It's people that rap?
Keep it at that, yeah. It's people that rap. It's all right. It just depends.
It just depends?
Yeah.
Because I always wondered about this. One of the main reasons I started this podcast, the website, and everything that I do, man, is because I work in film already, but I got a lot of friends that's in music and stuff, and I know how much talent is in this awesome area and surrounding areas as well, but it just ain't blown up on that scene yet. So I'm like, maybe if I can put together some type of platform to get those names known. I know here in Austin, it's a lot of talent. I know some people in San Antonio or whatever, but you probably the dopest one I heard out of San Antonio.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, for sure. And I went to school at Texas State, so I was always hearing your name and seeing your stuff, you know, and going down to the party and stuff. So to jump this off, can you tell us how you got into music in the first place, and how long have you been doing it?
Yeah, I've been doing it since I was probably like 18 or 19, so not 10 years yet, like 7, 8 years. And my homeboy, Tevin, he started rapping first. Okay. And he kind of had a studio in his house. And then one day I was just like, man, let me get on the song. He was like, all right. And then he did it, and I hopped on, and I loved it from there. Kept rapping.
For sure. So are you doing your own beats and everything too? Or
no, I don't make my own beats. I record myself though. I do everything but make the beats.
But make the beats?
Yeah.
Okay, very talented. Yeah.
That's dope.
Dude over here, the beat maker, like I was asking him who to bring on the show, who should we start bringing on, and you were definitely a name that came up on both our parts.
It's a legend right there.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Don't get him hyped up, man. Do not blow that head up. That nigga already think he the shit in here, bro. Just relax. No, but so where'd you get your style from? Because I can tell it has like your feel is southern, but like kind of like that style that's coming out of the Georgia, that whole area over there, and like kind of Florida too. But like here in Texas, in the Austin area it switches up, but overall over Texas, it's a little more, I guess, like slowed down, and they don't switch their styles up as much as I've noticed that you do.
Yeah, well, both my parents from Florida. So that's kind of how I got that influence.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
makes sense.
We ended up here because of the military, and so I kind of just, you just mix up everything. Being around just my parents, my grandparents, they both from Florida too. So got that part right there. Spent a lot of time out there.
So are you lived in Florida growing up?
No, I didn't live there because we were military, so we was always moving. But my pops was born and raised there. And my mom, both of her parents was born and raised there. And then they ended up meeting in Alaska because of the military. And then we just moved around since then.
Got you.
Yeah.
Who are some of the people that you grew up on, like?
I like Bow Wow a lot when I was younger.
Love Bow Wow?
Yeah.
Bro, I tell niggas, I was telling him about this too, bro. Bow Wow used to kill boys. Bow Wow and Ja Rule. A lot of people be hating on both of them now.
That was like the first CD I had was Bow Wow and then Soulja Boy.
Same
that was the
here.
first 2 CDs I owned, and then Confessions by Usher. That was probably the first 3. I got an older sister, so I was just listening to whatever she was listening to.
And I know she was on that Usher Confessions.
She was listening to a lot of Usher, like a lot of B2K, a lot of just like stuff like that, like Omarion, Mario,
Most
that kind of stuff.
Most definitely.
Man, they had a moment.
So
for real, they had a time.
But like after you started hearing your own stuff, who were you listening to?
I listened to a lot of Drake. I listened to a lot of Party Next Door. I listen to a lot of West Coast music too. Okay. I like Larry June, Dom Kennedy, stuff like that. Kind of just everything. Like I like to listen to a lot of stuff. I have phases where like 2 days I listen to just one artist, and the next 2 days I listen to just one artist.
Same here. Yeah, like yesterday I was on nothing but DMX like all day. I was just in there, mom. In the car, just what? Yeah, but I definitely feel you with that.
Yeah.
I noticed last year you dropped 2 EPs, right?
Yeah. I dropped 1 EP last year.
It was 1 EP?
Singles, yeah, just Love Abuse. That was the only project I dropped.
Okay. Yeah, because I was doing the research and it said 2 EPs last year, so I didn't know. But yeah, are you dropping anything this year?
Yeah, I just dropped a song last week, and then I appreciate that. Me and Trent, we about to shoot another video.
Speaking
next weekend.
Your video concept. Who's helping you with that?
For which one?
All of them.
It's normally just me and Trent for real. Like, what'll happen is I'll text Trent because I make a lot of songs. Like, I try to make at least a song a day. And so at the end of the week, when I want to shoot a video, I'll shoot Trent like 8 songs, and I'll be like, "Tell me your top 2, top 3," and then he'll tell me, and I'll normally already have kind of an idea. And then he'll like tweak my idea, and that's how we'll come up with the video. But a lot of it be just run and gun, like literally. Like the last one, Energy, that we just did, we shot that last Saturday. And I woke up and I texted him. I said, "Let's shoot a video today." He was like, "What song?" I sent him the song. He's like, "What you want to do?" I said, "Let's just run and gun," and then we did it.
That's dope.
See, because I don't know if y'all seen Energy, but Energy looks very, very appropriate for the time right now.
Yeah.
Sonic wise, the visuals, everything was perfect.
It's crazy. I recorded that song last year. Last year, and I just had it, and I was like, "Let's do this one."
All right, so y'all two know who y'all talking about, but like, who is Trent?
Trent is a dude named I Am Pseudonym, and he's a videographer. He went to Texas State too.
I seen a lot of his videos.
It's Trent Owens,
yes,
and I met him at Texas State, and we shot a video, and he got me my first video that had like 50K views, and I was like, I'm gonna keep working with this nigga. Yeah. Been working since then, and I try to work with other people. Like, there's some other dope videographers in San Antonio for sure, but me and Trent just
chemistry.
Yeah, we had chemistry, and we cool in real life too, so it makes it a lot easier to just
for sure
go do something. And we're very similar people.
Okay. So what year did you go to Texas State?
I was a transfer, so I didn't come into my junior year. So I think I came in 2016, graduated 2017.
2017? Yep. I'm surprised I didn't see you.
Yeah. I was inside for real, like recording music. I don't know if you know J Flash. Y'all know him? He was the studio in San Marcos back then. So I was just always at J Flash crib recording. And then my other guy that I go to now, Sam, I was there like the second half. It's the only 2 places I really be at.
Shout out to Sam.
I was a type
Sam Sam, the best engineer. He makes most of my stuff too.
Yeah, Sam. I only let my artists touch go to Sam.
For real. Even when I do features, I say, "Can my engineer mix the song?" I'll pay for it. Just like let my engineer mix it, because some people don't really know how to like fuck with my voice like that, but he knows how to.
Yeah, I could record, but I prefer I spend the money, go to Sam.
Yeah, and that's what I do. I record myself at home, and then I send him the stems, and then I'll buy a session, and then we'll mix it together. Because I normally I kind of know how to mix and master, so I kind of like be knowing what kind of sound I want for what song, so I just go in there and mix it with him. But I prefer to record by myself.
Why is that?
I don't know, like some people, I don't really like recording in studios because like it'd be a lot of people there sometimes, and it just be like, it's real distracting. Like I know some people love that vibe of like 20 girls in the studio, alcohol. Like I like to record in solitude because I feel like I can experiment with what I want. And then most engineers can't keep up with how I record. And so I go like fast, or I want to cut a certain part, and I hate having to like record it and then be like, "Hey, can you chop this part?" and then cut it. Then I gotta wait 15 seconds for the engineer. I didn't lost that feeling already. Yeah. But if I can just do it myself, I know where I want to cut. So I just started recording myself probably like 2-3 years ago, and I ain't been to a studio since.
Saving a lot of money like that too, though.
For real, it's a lot easier, and like you could record way more songs just at home, because I freestyle a lot of my stuff. And so, like, I can just record off the top, but, like, when I go to a studio, I like to write first, because then I can, like, get in there and make 5 songs in an hour. But when I'm at home, I'm not on no time crunch. I can take however long I want.
5 songs in an hour?
Yeah, no cap.
Real talk?
No cap.
Putting in work.
On God.
I like that shit.
Yeah.
That's that hunger right there, though.
Yeah. It's not even that. It's just like,
it's natural.
You just telling the truth.
Yeah.
A lot of people be lying on their songs, so they need time to write it. But if you're telling the truth, I'm just talking about what I did yesterday. What I did a couple months ago.
Man. But what is like you said you go in the studio and you like to write first, and then sometimes you freestyle. But what's like, say your total process? You know, is there anything you need to do to get in the mood for it, or what?
First thing I normally do is I go to YouTube. That's where I get most of my beats. People be talking about YouTube beats, but I think the people that talk about YouTube beats haven't taken the time, because if it's 4 million beats on YouTube, how are none of them good? Yeah. And so I just take the time. Sometimes it take an hour. Sometimes it's the first beat I click on, and then I let the beat really take control. Once the beat starts making me rap, that's how I know I want to get on it, and then I just go.
So you buy the beat or you license it?
It depends. Sometimes if I know I'm gonna put it out, I lease it. If I don't know I'm gonna put it out, because I really record like multiple songs a day, so most songs I record aren't coming out. But if I know I'm gonna put it out or put it on a project, I end up buying the beat. But really, I be finessing a lot of producers, because I make the song, shoot a video, and then send him the video right before I put it out. And I be like, I made a song on your beat, bro. He be like, man, I love that shit, man. He go 10 more beats. And so I normally just build a relationship with the producer to avoid all of that. But the way the industry works, even if you don't pay for it, if that song blow up, their label will buy that shit out. They don't care. They'll shut that producer up real quick. So I don't even be worried about that too much.
Yeah. He was telling me like the beats on YouTube that I be getting. It's not like the beats that you be getting. Like mine, I get mine out the free library. I don't rap or nothing. I just I use them on some of my videos and stuff that I shoot or whatever. But I'll be using them there. And then he was having a problem with it and said, so, talk your shit now, though, bro. What you gonna say?
I'm just saying, shit. If you're gonna take the beat off of YouTube, thing is, most people don't know. Like, if I put a beat on YouTube, right, and I'd be like, free beat, but you never acknowledge me, right? You never acknowledge me saying, hey, I'm getting on the beat.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, bro, I really love this beat. I'm finna do a song to it. Send that man $1. Cause now, once the song blow up, he can't come back and say, hey, bro, shit, where my check at?
Exactly. And that's why I say I build a relationship first. I'm gonna shoot the whole video. Like when I did Dangerous, I shot the whole video, did the song, and then send it to the producer. And it's like, hey, this is the product I made with your beat, and make them like, producers is really like the backbone of the industry. Like,
no, for real,
I'm nothing without a producer. So I always make it known, like, y'all are the ones who's making this shit go. Cause I can say the flyest shit ever, but if the beat's not appealing to the listener, it don't matter. Cause most people not even gonna make it to my part if the beat not good. They not gonna hear what I'm saying, cause they don't even want to hear the beat. So I always make it known to producers, like, hey, this is what I made because of you.
That right there is a sad thing, though. Like, it used to be you wanted to hear the words more than the beat, but now, like, the beat means a lot these days, man.
The beat is pretty much everything, man. Like, but we say that, a lot too, we say that, but has it always been? It matters what you say, because because
Nas got some weak beats.
I don't think so. Though the staple of hip hop.
The staple of hip hop,
a hippie to the hippie, the hop hop, the hip. That's the song that people say is hip hop.
It's the
they
MC.
wasn't saying shit. They wasn't saying shit on that song.
They wasn't saying it, but I'm talking about like you talking about.
They wasn't saying
70s,
nothing
though.
on that song.
That's like 70s though. I'm talking about like even in the early 90s with Nas and them. He didn't have the best beats, but you want to hear what he was saying. You know what I mean?
But it's like that now. I think people just don't look for it. You know what I'm saying? Because like, you know, a lot of people say, oh, like I read YouTube comments all day, so I'll go to a video of somebody who's not considered a lyricist and read the comments, and people will be like, oh, like, where is real hip hop? Niggas is not rapping no more, but they are. You just not looking for it. They not looking for it. They there. It's not any less people rapping, because I can name 10 dudes who is rapping their ass off, and that's really what they do. Right. But I think it gets masked by, you know, the antics, because social media is huge nowadays. And so a lot of the guys who are big on social media and doing that shit, they not saying nothing in their song. Like, of course, but it's there. It's just you gotta look for it.
That's what's up. Yeah, I definitely feel like that, man, because it's a lot of people, and I hate that argument when folks are lazy and just like, you know, they not saying nothing no more, or they not rapping no more. Like, this isn't rap no more. And I'm like, you really just being lazy, because I can, exactly how you said, you can name 10 people off the top of your head. I can name 10 local, 20 national, 30, you know, worldwide that's killing it. That's rapping. Yep. Even this is some of the dudes that you think ain't rapping, like the old heads be talking about. Like, I was talking with one of my old head partners, and he was telling me about NBA YoungBoy. Said he heard him, but I ain't paying no. I was like, have you really listened to NBA YoungBoy? He talking about shit in there. You know what I mean?
Even a lot of the guys who you don't think is rapping for real.
They really
Some
rapping.
people hear my stuff and say he not rapping. He's just fooling. But then if you listen to it, I'm rapping.
You rapping, but I definitely say, and that's why I said you one of the people that I actually do listen to. Like I do ride around listen to you. And you were talking about Dangerous. Like I was just jamming that last night. You know what I mean? Like, but you actually be speaking about stuff, and there's a lot of people out here that's like that. But the generation today, like I ain't gonna say generation, but people in general are just very lazy, especially in America. Like 100%. They find one thing that they like, and they think everything needs to be that way.
Exactly.
You know? I feel like it's more so like they don't appreciate content, and it's been like that since we had like J. Cole coming out.
Yeah.
So they try to quickly shun J. Cole, and 100%. We was like, all right, let's promote more Waka Flocka, right? 100%. So because it was more louder, right?
100%.
So that's kind of where we're at now, but it kind of got like, I don't know, we're kind of like at limbo because it's like a buffet.
I think a lot of it is
because we got trap soul now. A lot of people can't.
Exactly.
It's a buffet.
It's definitely a buffet
because everybody can't get with everything.
Like I just got into drill music. You know what I mean? Like it's hip hop, but it's a whole other genre.
What kind of drill music?
I love drill.
I like
Chicago
New York
drill music.
I like New York and Chicago though.
I like UK drill. I like London drill.
Because UK drill is different than Chicago drill.
It's not a lot different, but it's different though.
Yeah, it's a little different. I say it's a little different because the UK people, they talking about the same shit. They talking about it in a different way because their culture is different. So they're not gonna be talking about guns in their drill music because you can't have guns in London.
Exactly.
But if you listen to what they say, they talk about knives. They talking about stabbing people. They talking about throwing acid on people. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, drill music is just about the beats, and those London beats sound kind of the same as the Chicago beats with the low 808s and the rolling claps and things like that.
They stutter too much.
Yeah, they do.
So that's why
their delivery is real different. Their delivery is real different.
Yeah, for sure, man. But drill coming though, I didn't understand it at first. You know what I mean? Well, I really wasn't trying to really either. So I didn't.
You got to get used to it.
Yeah.
It took me a while to get used to it.
But Young and May dropped a drill song not long ago. That whole fire. She highly slept on, bro.
I like Young and May a lot.
I don't know if she slept on.
What?
I mean, she could get more recognition.
Every time they talk about girl MCs or whatever, but I don't know if you would put it in that. You got to put it in that category, I guess. But I don't know if you do. I ain't trying to be funny, but you know what I mean. Like I don't know if you do. Yeah. But she is by far my favorite female MC. Like she kill it.
She's nice.
She does not sexualize. That's why.
She don't.
She's nice. Yeah. Most of the nicest women MCs aren't sexualized. I feel like the ones who's actually rapping aren't. Like Rhapsody, she doesn't sexualize herself at all, and she's probably the best one. The
best one.
Yeah, she's the one who could rap better than most guys.
I know a few girls like that though. That spit better than a lot of guys. You know what I mean? But dudes just dismiss them because they talking about what we can't understand. You know, like well, we understand it, but we don't want to hear it. But you know what I mean? That type of stuff. But they saying the same thing though.
Exactly.
You feel me?
It's just from a different perspective. So.
Yeah, it's just shit just flipped. And me, I like perspective, so I like all different sides of different things. You feel me? So I know a bunch of MCs that I jam to, but it's just hard to ride around, listen to where you can't like. I guess empathize exactly with what they say.
You're gonna gravitate to the artists that you can relate to the most, for sure.
I don't know why I like Tokyo Jets.
Yeah,
but like she be killing some songs or whatever. She be going hard. It's a few of them out there though. What?
I got a question. So why did the industry give Megan a pass with Body?
About what?
About Body, the song Body.
Who gave her a pass?
Bro, we gave her a pass. I'm not gonna say we.
I don't got the right to give nobody a pass or not. But
motherfuckers played that song like it was the hottest shit.
Which one?
Body yaddy yaddy yaddy.
Because the people who it's for, is the hottest shit. It's not for us. But the girls, it's the hottest shit to them.
If we heard that from anybody else, period, bro.
That's what I'm talking about, emphasizing.
It's not for us.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
It's not for us.
If a girl hear that song in the club, she going crazy. You feel me? It's the twerking, everything popping.
It's over.
I understand that part, but I'm like, still.
You don't like it because you can't understand. Is it the worded or you just don't like the song?
I mean, but period. I mean, just in general, when we was talking about lyricists, in every other conversation, right? Mm-hmm. Nobody ever would have got a pass on that in the past. If you had that as a hook, I don't think so.
Who called Megan Thee Stallion a lyricist, though?
It's a good question.
There's a couple people that said she's a...
I don't consider her a lyricist. I consider her a good rapper for what she does.
They got her at the top when it comes to these female artists.
As an artist, yeah, she's going to be at the top because her numbers speak for themselves. But if you talking about just bar for bar, skill for skill, I wouldn't put her in that category.
I only said that just because what we were talking about earlier, how Rhapsody is one of the best females. So that's why I was like, we gave Megan a pass on that whole body.
But I think
I
judge
feel like
them
she's
differently.
being oversaturated too, though. So she had to just probably throw something out. Like, boom, here you go.
That's facts. I judge them very differently, though. I don't judge Rhapsody's music how I judge Meg's music. I don't expect the same things from them, and I think that's why. I think that's what a lot of people have to do with artists. You can't have the same expectations for every artist because you're gonna be let down every time.
Facts.
That's true.
So, what are your top 5 lyricists, bro?
Shit, man, you asking the wrong guy.
You ain't got a top 5 lyricist?
I really do not.
What you talking about lyrics for then?
Because when it comes to me and music, I mean, I've been doing this since I was 6. So my whole life, I don't listen to words. Like, literally, I don't listen to words. Yeah. If I like your music, now I'm listening to your words.
Yeah.
But, like, in general, I'm listening to the beat because I'm a drummer.
And I think that's how most people listen to music, honestly.
So the beat is all you need to hear a song?
That's not all I need to hear. I mean, granted, I have people who I can, like, you know, legitimately be like, hey, this is a great artist. One of them is sitting with us right now. But it's like, in general, until I like your music, you literally have to have some great lyrics for me to be like, oh, what the fuck that nigga say? It was just like somebody put me on D Savage on Twitter. And I was like, all right, bro, I'm going to check him out. Savage. Heard the beat. I was like, cool. Then I started listening to what he was saying. I was like, bro, I wouldn't stop playing pills for like 2 months.
I love D Savage, man. He hard.
Who?
D Savage. He hard. He a young dude from LA. He hard.
Yeah, bro. So it's like...
What are your top 5 right now?
Artists or lyricists?
Let's go artists, and then I want to hear lyricists.
Artists, just right now, like currently, or just all time?
Your all time. It don't gotta be who everybody consider. I want your all time 5.
Drake, Party Next Door.
Bow Wow.
No, I wouldn't put Bow Wow there. He close though. He close for real. Probably put Usher. I listen to a lot of Usher. It changes like a lot. Larry June, I gotta put him in there. I know his whole discography. And then my 5th pick. Ooh, probably Wayne. I like Wayne a lot.
That's dope. That's what's up. I ain't even gonna ask you. It's gonna be some Beethoven, Beethoven number 6 or some shit. I ain't even going there with you today, man. Look, when you're doing this,
y'all need some more Joplin in your life. You know what I'm saying?
Classical needs to be hidden.
You know what I'm saying? That's why y'all.
So, on a more serious tip, though, we just came off of 2020. You know, crazy. Yeah. This year kind of started off rough too, especially for Texas and stuff like that. How did the whole pandemic stop your growth, if it did at all?
I'm big on shows. I do a lot of shows. Like before the pandemic, I was doing multiple shows a month, and you can't do shows no more. I did 1 show during the pandemic, and it was cool, but it's just not a lot of shows. So I think that hurts me. And just being out kind of gives me a lot of inspiration because you can go to the club and really listen to like, okay, what songs do people like? Why do they like it? You know, what lyrics are the whole everybody screaming out? So I think that part's hard, but on the flip side, I think it helped me a lot because I really just got to lock in and really, I feel like, find myself as an artist in the last year and really experiment with a lot of stuff.
Okay. If you could, I guess, choose, if you had to choose doing a show or making the music, what would it be? Well, I say ask it differently. What's your favorite part about the process? Is it the making it or is it the performing it?
Probably making it. I love performing, but you can't perform if you don't make it. And I think the coolest thing is making something hard and then performing it, and it translates how you wanted it to. But definitely making the music. If I could stay in the studio all day and never do shows, I would. I love performing, but I don't have to perform. I'd much rather just make the music. But I like both.
Right, for sure. I'm trying to I usually always ask people that because it's like kind of interesting to me, you know what I mean? Like the whole process and folks' thought process behind it, because I've actually heard some people in interviews, some people on the podcast that actually say, you know, like they hate making the music.
Yeah.
And it makes me wonder, like, how did you even get into this? You know what I mean? But it's just something about the process. They thrill is being on that stage, though. You know what I mean? So that feeds them and make them want to go to the studio to make a good song. Yeah. So the crowd reaction is what they go for.
Yeah, facts. That's some people's thing, and it's cool if, like, for people that are like that. But I guess because I made music for a long time without even performing, and so by the time I did finally perform, I'd already made music for so long and fell in love with it. It was cool. I liked it, but I love making it.
So, my question would be, what's your long-term goal? Far as like, what do you expect to get from music? And then second question on top of that would be, what do you want to give to music?
Yeah, okay. What I plan to get out of music, I want to use it to, you know, music's cool and I love music, but on a bigger picture, this is all about branding, you know. And so if music leads me to be in movies, then cool, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do whatever it leads me to as a brand, whatever I feel like I end up liking the most. But I just want to, you know, just make music that people can listen to and people can relate to. You know, when people hit me up and they say, oh, your music got me through this, that's like, that's all I need. And then what I want to give to music, I just want to continue to make music that people can feel in a different way, from a little different perspective than a lot of people who might be out there, and to also let people know that, like, anybody could do it. Because when I wasn't one of them people, like, you know, some people, they 6-7 years old, I want to be a rapper, like I want to be this. I was never like that. I didn't know I wanted to do this. It just kind of happened. I never really, like, once I started making music, I still wasn't like, oh, this is what I want to do. Yeah. And then things just start happening, and that's what I ended up doing. But yeah, I just want to, you know, give hope to people who might not know what they want to do.
That's dope. Because I feel like a lot of people don't know that essentially music is your tool.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you're the artist.
It's a stepping stone, for real. It's like a stepping stone to everybody, and it's just a tool. But deeper than all that, it's really therapy for me. Like, this is really how I be getting through stuff, because I'm not the most, like, talkative person. I'm not the most, like, if I'm going through something, I want to sit down and talk about it and all that. I never really been like that, but music is the way I can do that and feel better.
Same. That's how I feel about making beats and shit.
Exactly. It's therapy.
Because there's so many different things as a producer that you can do, you know, sound design or whatever, working with artists, you know, getting into songwriting. I found that I'm damn near doing that. I'm like, bro.
And you didn't even know,
Didn't even know. So it's like, you know, it's an enjoyment. But at the end of the day, you're doing it, but I'm not paying myself.
Exactly.
By making it. So
exactly.
It's a give.
Yep. It's a win-win situation.
Jim, you got a question?
Yeah, I got a few more. I was just letting y'all two, it's y'all music talking, the two music people. What brings out the, like, you're an artist, I'm like in film and stuff like that, he's a producer and stuff, so we all pretty much creatives, right? What brings you to that side of it, or what, like, inspires you to create something new, or like what gives you the inspiration, I guess, to make a new project or a new album, or is it just all up in the air?
It depends. Sometimes it's half and half, but all of it for the most part is stemmed from just life experiences and just whatever I'm going through at the time, just talking about that. A lot of times I don't plan my projects. I record so much music, and then by the time I have like 50 songs, I'll be like, man, these 4 will sound good together. I should probably put out an EP. But I don't really plan too much in that aspect. But really just life, like whatever I'm going through. All my stuff is real lifestyle based. So I'm not really doing a bunch of metaphors or nothing, or like symbolism. Like, I'm really just talking about life. And so I just got to go through stuff. And I'm the kind of person, I'm not going to try to force it. If I'm not going through nothing, I'm not going to put out no music. But if I'm going through something and I make a song about it, then I'm going to put it out.
Who you think you need to move from your city to blow and get more recognition, or do you think it can pop off from where you at, from home base?
I think it'll be quicker if I move, but I think it's gonna happen regardless because with the internet, the world is so small.
Facts.
Like, of course, like if I live in LA, of course I can go to LA and then I'll probably run across somebody who works at a record label. They hear my music, they sign me tomorrow. But with the internet nowadays, the same person in LA can come across my thing on an Instagram ad, DM me, and then I'm in LA tomorrow. So yeah, it'll probably happen quicker if I'm somewhere else. But if it's meant to happen, it'll happen.
Do you only want to do music?
No. 100% no. Music is just a stepping stone. I want to act. I want to film, score movies. I want to do like everything, a lot of artistic stuff.
Like, have you started acting?
I've acted before. I acted before I was doing music, like in high school and stuff like that. Yeah, so I've been in all kinds of arts. Music was really the last thing I got into. I never really wanted to do music. I was never in band or nothing like that. Like I never had no interest in music, and then it just happened.
You was in band, so what instrument were you playing?
No, I said I wasn't in band.
I wasn't in band.
Yeah, I wasn't in nothing like that.
I thought you said you was in band.
I don't know how to play no instruments. Like I'm just learning a little bit of music theory, and that's just to set my auto-tune right.
Yeah, for sure.
I didn't know until a couple years ago that you have to be in a certain key for the auto-tune to sound right. For real, I didn't have the mixed in key or nothing like that. So what I used to do, I'll record it without auto-tune, and then I would click through each key until I found one that sounded right. But then I learned, there's apps that'll tell you the key. Then you put it in there, and then you can record yourself and hear it in auto-tune. I didn't know that till like a year ago.
Yeah, I started using it like just for fun. Like when I have writer's block, I started using Tonally.
Yeah.
You got that on your phone?
Yeah. No, I don't have it, but I know what it is though.
Yeah, so like I'm like, bro, like when I want to like do different like chord progressions, I go in there.
Just mess around with it.
Yeah, I mean, I can do it on machine or whatever.
Exactly.
But it's like I feel like it's a little better if I'm like in traffic.
Yeah, because sometimes you'll get an idea out of nowhere, and that's how I am. That's why I use my voice memos all the time, because I might just be in traffic.
Full of it.
Yeah, I might just be riding and just think of a melody or like a punchline, and I have to say it. And then when I go home, I really get in the studio and record it.
That's what's up, man. Like, you sound really like you got this planned out. You know what I mean? Is that the case?
Yeah, I've always had a plan. I was talking to my manager about that yesterday. I hit him up, and I was like, bro, just get me in the door. Everybody you know who got a label, just get me in the door. Shittiest deal, we're going to sign it. We're going to sign the first one.
Shittiest deal?
Yeah, I said, I don't care if they offer me $1,000. Because if your shit hot enough, another label will buy you out. And I already got the plan on how to get my shit hot enough. So I said, just find me any deal. They'll buy me out.
I've never heard nobody say that before, because everybody's talking about, getting fucked over in the deal.
Yeah, because it could happen.
Especially from back in the day.
It could definitely happen if you don't know your business. But I've studied the business side of it too. So I know how the business works. And I know if your shit hot enough, they will buy you out every time.
So by signing, are you trying to like sign as an artist, or you just want like a distribution deal, or how you trying to do it?
Literally anything. I just need the machine behind me. Like, you put me in the studio with these producers and you put some money behind me, I can do the rest by myself. I already got it planned out. So I'm just waiting. Just put me in the right buildings.
I'd rather you take the distribution deal than
artist. I've got offered distribution deals before though, and it's like some of them are cool. Like, it just kind of depends, and a lot of that shit like kind of be like vibes. Like, I'll meet these A&Rs and I'll have a meeting with them, and they'll be like, bro, you the hottest artist. We love you. This one song is hard as fuck, and they don't know no other songs. They've heard one song and they want to sign me. And so I've never just met an A&R or a record label, and I really just got like great vibes, because they'll try to exploit you. And I'm not going to get exploited. I'm going to sign the first deal, but I'm not trying to get exploited either, because I have a plan. I know how, like, it's not 100%. You can still get exploited. Just because I have a plan don't mean that they won't finesse me. But I know what I can get finesse with and what I can't get finesse with. And so once I find the one where it's like, okay, this is a give and take for both of us, no matter how much money y'all give me that little advance or whatever, I know how to make money with merch and touring and all that kind of stuff. We'll set it up the right way, and you put me in the studio, I can figure out the rest, because I know what people want to hear. I know how to make a pop song that's going to make $10 million, like, easy in 10 minutes. I could do that. And so it's like, I just need the machine, and then it's over.
I just wish streaming didn't mess it up so much.
You think it messed it up?
It messed it up.
I think that should help me. What you talking about? How did it mess it up?
It messed it up because you was making way more money you was making way more money when you could make physicals.
That's facts, because people buying CDs.
Right. Yeah. So now you getting a dry society. That's why I call it, because you send some shit out to your homeboys, your family and everybody. Yeah. Granted, you do have a hardcore support system, but some of your close support system don't support. They just be like, oh yeah, bro, I'm gonna go with you when you go on tour. I'm gonna come to your show or whatever, right?
Of course.
So you losing a little money because, like, you're getting pennies for a stream.
Of course.
Now with Apple changing everything, monetizing everything, we talking on Apple sources right now. So it's like, dog, they took a lot of the dollars out of streaming just, make sure that, hey, we can still keep these individual artists a little bit.
They did. I got two things to say to that. One is, that's true, but streaming is a blessing because anybody can hear me. When you got to sell, because I sold CDs. Like, when I first started, streaming wasn't that big yet. So I sold CDs, and it's hard to get a motherfucker you don't know to really buy a CD that you just met on the street. You already have to have that fan base. And so it's hard to get that fan base without streaming. And then the second thing is, I've always went into this knowing there's no money in music anyway. The music isn't going to make me money. That's why I just mentioned merch. Merch is what's going to make you the money. That's why you got to sell yourself as a brand, not the music. Because most people haven't even, they might have heard 3-4 of my songs, but if I drop a cool shirt, I don't care how many times you stream it, because you're going to buy that shirt. And that shirt going to, promote me. So somebody else, what's that shirt, that Love Abuse shirt? What's that mean? And they're going to say, oh, it's my homeboy Music. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't no money in music anyway, because even though I'm getting pennies for streams, Drake getting pennies for streams, we all getting the same amount for streams. He's just making a lot more streams, but I bet you his shoes making more than his music. Them OVO 11s making more than Take Care.
That's true.
Yeah, so I ain't even focus on the music. That's why I've never touched a penny of my music money. It's still all in my distro kid. I'm never gonna touch it until I'm done making music. I don't need to. It ain't even gonna be. It's not that important, because say in the last month I made $200 from my streams. I sell 10 shirts, I got that. And so it's like, I never been too much focused on the music, because we live in such a microwave society anyway. Yep. I could drop the hottest song ever tonight and it go crazy for 3 months. Ain't nobody gonna care about it in 4 months. With TikTok and all this shit, the music is going so fast. They ready for the next thing when you put one out anyway. So I never too much focus on that. I'm focused on myself as a brand more so than the individual songs. And then my core fan base, of course, they gonna listen to the songs and it's really gonna do something for them. But most people that's gonna make you the money ain't gonna be just your core fan base. You gotta get everybody else too.
Yep, I 100% agree.
It's a streaming, like podcast streaming. It's the same thing with music.
Yeah. What do y'all use to put it on, like DistroKid or something like that?
Yeah, well, I just got my streams up or whatever on. I got a few different platforms, but y'all talking about Apple? So
yeah, Apple, Spotify, all that.
Yeah. With Apple or whatever, it's up on there, but it's pennies though. But
yeah,
I was trying to see if it's the same though.
Yeah, it's literally pennies. That's what I'm saying. Like, it takes so much to make a bunch of money. That's why I just put it on there. But really, I don't even be focused on that, because I get more views on Twitter than anything anyway, and you don't make no money from that.
That's facts though, bro. But because you're not really gonna, if you just trying to focus all your energy on the music, on the streaming or whatever, it's not gonna be what you think.
Be like, disappointed every time.
Yeah, every time.
Every time. So, like, you gonna hate it.
So like most artists, they focus on the touring, on the merch and all stuff like that, because that's where you're gonna get that real bread from.
Exactly,
you know
that's
where
the money at.
Yeah, for sure. And so like, what would you tell an upcoming artist though? You know what I mean? If they were trying to do what you're doing right now or whatever, and they trying to break into it and trying to make some type of name for themselves, in 2021, what's the best route that, in your opinion, they should take?
I would say, number one, get a studio for your crib. Get you a Focusrite. I record on that same thing. Get you a Focusrite. Get you a nice microphone. And record all your stuff yourself, because studio time costs money.
Facts.
And besides that, I think a lot of people would be better artists if they was in the gym more. I don't have to wait for an engineer. I don't have to wait for studio time. I can make music all day because it's in my room. Mm-hmm. So I think it's just like basketball. Like, that's why every NBA player got a gym in his house, because he don't have to go nowhere to practice. He can do it at home. So the first thing I would say is get your own setup at home. Learn how to record yourself. Learn how to use Logic. YouTube will teach you all of that. And then Second thing I say is do a video for every song. A song is not complete until you do a video. I say do a video. And that's really it. That's all I do. I just record myself, make songs, and make videos, and then repeat that process. And drop a lot. I think that's another mistake people make is artists trying to get in the business and they'll drop 10 songs a year, or they'll drop 15-song albums. Ain't nobody about to listen to no 15-song album from somebody you don't know. Drop a single, push that single for 2-3 weeks, and then drop another one and drop a video for all of them. I guarantee you probably got a homeboy who got a camera who will shoot you a video for free. Even if it's ass, it don't matter. People just want to see something. Yeah. It's a lot easier to get somebody to click a video link than it is a SoundCloud link. So I would just say, get your own studio, drop videos, and then repeat that process every 3 weeks.
Every 3 weeks. I like that. Does it bother you that the industry is so fast now? Like, it's no more like in the day, like late 90s, early 2000s, it was like you drop a single, folks were eating off that for, 2-3 months. You feel me? And a project a year, with one project now, everything is so fast and up tempo. You drop. Somebody's coming out new. There's rappers coming from everywhere, singers coming from everywhere.
100%.
Does that bother you? Or do you wish it would go back to the old way it was, where somebody coming up could focus on one record instead of doing it every 3 weeks?
No, it doesn't bother me. I think music only sped up because life sped up. That's how life is. We got cell phones now. We got social media. Everything is real quick, and so you just have to adapt to the times no matter what. So it doesn't bother me. I think just the people it does bother just haven't adjusted yet. They haven't came up with the times. They haven't realized that everything is quick, so you got to be quick too. That's why I don't drop no song. You see me drop a 3-minute song, something is probably wrong. All my songs is a minute and a half, verse, hook, verse, or hook, verse. That's it. That's how quick my songs are.
That's like a lot of people don't do that now, know?
Like, that's how it should be.
2 minutes and 15 seconds is like that sweet spot.
That's me. I don't make any songs longer than 2 minutes and 20 seconds because on Twitter, when you post your video, the longest that you can post a video is 2 minutes and 20 seconds. So I make sure all my songs is under that length so I can post my entire video on Twitter. You don't got to go nowhere else to watch my whole video. You can go right there on Twitter, and then a minute is Instagram, so I can post at least the hook in the first half, and I'll be fine. And so if you make a 4-minute video and you try to post that whole on Twitter and you can't watch but 2 minutes and 20 seconds, so people is not gonna watch, then if you post 15 seconds with the link, it's probably not enough to get people to get to it. So mine should be a minute and a half. That's all you need, because most songs is just you trying to send a message anyway. And I feel like if you really rapping, you really talking, you can send that message in a minute,
like
a minute and a half. Yeah, it's just real quick. This is what I have to say. This is what the song's about. Here's the hook. I'm gonna get that to you twice, and I'm gonna have my verse in the middle, and then we good. Like, it's real quick.
Just like that. I love that.
That's what's up, man. Yeah, man. I don't even know if I really like it, but I like that everything can be catered to us now. Like, but that's kind of like a gift and a curse because it makes us lazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
But it's better though to have. It's just more convenient. But that's the name of America, though.
Yeah,
100%. Trying to make it convenient for the people. They buy fast and more of it, and that's what's going on. Same thing with music too. But it's a good thing though.
We bought 6 years in.
What's up?
We bought 6 years in. 6 years as far as like things being like expedited,
sped up
with,
like that,
music, like you saw
with streaming and everything.
I remember when I was still in the Army, right? And I just got out the field and shit. Took me and my one of my boys, one of my best friends from Round Rock, just so I'd be from Round Rock. Mm-hmm. Me and him went to Best Buy. I was like, "Hey, bro, let's go to Best Buy." You know what I'm saying? I remember walking in there the last time I looked around. I was like, "Hey, bro, watch. A year from now, this shit ain't gonna look like this."
He was like, no CDs.
Right, I told him. I was like, it was 2015. I was like, watch. A year from now, it's not gonna look like this. I was like, it's gonna look like an appliance store. He's like, what you talking about? I was like, watch.
Yep.
Apple gonna shut all this shit down. You gonna go to streaming.
Yep.
Blah blah blah. Right. Me and this man fighting over a Kanye CD.
Yep.
All this shit. Right. Within 6 months, that same Best Buy pulled all the CDs out of that mug. I was like, bro,
you can't find CDs. Cars don't even come with CD players like that. Yeah,
I miss CD players, but not really.
I don't. I don't. I ain't gonna lie.
I don't know.
He loses CD. You can't live. Get scratched up.
Yeah, that's true. But it's still though. It was just that thrill of going to the store and getting a Ludacris chicken and beer album. You feel me? Like the CD cover and you reading all that. It's right there on your phone now. But it's the same thing with books for me. I love reading. So like, I can't read online. I can't read on a tablet.
Like Kindles and stuff like that.
It takes the thrill out of it for me. Yeah. So you know. I like going to the stores and buying records and stuff like that and albums, but it is much more convenient to be on your phone and you ain't got skipping and shit no more.
Yeah,
so,
you can just really just
But then you
can't
access it when you ain't got no Wi-Fi.
No Wi-Fi, exactly. That's the hard part. It's like a give and take.
Man.
But that's life though, man. It's yin and yang. So you're going to get one thing, they're going to take something else. But,
for real.
But man... But we're going to try and keep this one under an hour, and we already about to start going over the thing, bro. But I'm trying to start making them more hour because we start talking, and it be going just forever and ever. I know people be busy, but I just get to talking and running and stuff, and then he gets to smoking, I'm smoking, and it's going to turn into a whole thing, you feel me? But is there anything that you want people to know that you got coming up to listen to or check out or be on the lookout for?
Got a lot of music coming out, a lot of videos. Just about to be releasing all year. You're always gonna be able to expect something new. Mm-hmm. Never know what's gonna happen. There's a lot of music coming out.
A lot of music. And where can people reach you at?
The AJ Bray on all social media. TheAjBray.
Okay. Are you big on social media? Like as far as going on it, or do you just post and go?
No, I be on there. Like
on there.
I don't feel like you could really post and go and be successful on
I'll
there.
be seeing you tweeting a bunch, you know.
You got to, because it's like most people, like a lot of people fuck with my music because they can talk to me. They can really talk to me. They can interact with their fans, you know. Some people be too cool. They don't want to interact with their fans. I reply to every comment I get because it's a blessing that somebody like my music. Sure. Somebody that live in Nigeria found my music. I'm going to tell you thank you. Like, because they going to remember that forever. Because somebody who's from Nigeria and just looking at me on social media, they think I'm damn near Drake level, you know what I'm saying? And so when I say thank you and actually tell them, like, I appreciate you for listening to my music, they remember that forever, and they going to listen to all my music after that just because they think I'm cool. But so I don't try to be cool on there. I really be interacting with people.
That's my problem, though, is doing the whole interacting thing. I go on Twitter and I post. I'll be having mini bursts. Like a rant here or there. But then I'll be out here for like 2 days or whatever. But the whole posting thing is like my problem. I get so much content because I'm always doing stuff, but then I got to have time to post it. But I'm trying to get that team together though. So
I don't even be. I don't like to do all of that stuff. But it'd be my manager. He hit me up the other day. And he was like, "Bro, people like when you post trailers. People like when you record songs on live. Like, keep doing that. That's what gets people really into big fans." And so that's what I've been doing lately. Just like I record a song on Instagram Live and then put the song out right then and stuff like that.
I wanted to record this podcast live, but without my camera lady here, I'm over here struggling. Like, damn. Song, we miss you, man.
Yeah.
We miss you. But yeah, bro, man, I appreciate you coming, bro, for real.
Appreciate y'all.
It's been an absolute pleasure.
Y'all stuff is tight, for real. I was listening to it before. That's why I said, like, send me the link. Let me listen to it. And it's really tight. Like, I really like it.
I appreciate you, G. Yeah, man. It's definitely been some growing pains because just starting out trying to figure out how to do this. I ain't used to talking into a microphone. I'm used to being behind the camera or something like that. But so sitting in front of it is different. But it's been fun, and you sound really sharp on everything, bro.
I appreciate
that.
Like,
I already know success is gonna come eventually because the way you got it mapped out, and a lot of people don't realize, like, you gotta map this stuff out, man. Like, you need to write it down, speak it into existence, but go out and put that work in, and you putting that work in, dropping great projects, bro. Like, great quality work, for real, man. Is there anything else you want to say, boss, before we get ready to get up out of here?
Man, I just appreciate you coming through. But we do got a link, though.
Easily. Let's do it. Let's do it.
And there we go. We made another connection on here, even though they already knew each other, though. But everybody, I appreciate y'all once again for joining us. Y'all be on the lookout for the web series dropping on the website. We dropping that in 2 weeks. It's called Rise, bro. I know I told y'all before that it's going to be coming, but we had to get our editors and everything right, and everything worked out. But that's coming in 2 weeks, Rise. We still got the sneaker show on the way. We trying to find more contestants and more participants. So if you got some dope kicks, you think you got a sneaker collection that's worth putting up on something, then, you know, definitely come holler at me. And on the DMs, you know where to find me on Twitter, IG, follow the pages, the website. Go to the website. That's where all the content is at, though. And more is coming up very soon. Our social medias and links are going to be at the bottom of the page, as always, in the description section. Yeah, right here. You're going to see them splashing right now. But, yeah, we appreciate y'all people, man. This is Raw Bridge, and we out this thing. One.